Welcome back to Lumosity. My voice. Oh, my voice. It's not that bad off. We'll begin in just a bit, but first, the Grand Septet by Conrad and Kreutzer, who just couldn't be bothered to sit within the frame that the audience was, that the artist was drawing in. Ah, man, look at you. We can't see your face. You're just like me, man. What a failure, just like me. Alright, performed for you by the European Archive. The Grand Septet E-flat, Opus 62, Conrad and Kreutzer, was a German composer and conductor. His works include the opera for which he is remembered, Das Nachtlager in Granada and Schwarzwälder, both produced in 1834. Kreutzer owes his fame almost exclusively to Das Nachtlager in Granada in 1834, which kept the stage for half a century in spite of changes in musical taste. It was written in the style of Carl Maria von Weber and is remarkable especially for its flow of genuine melody and depth of feeling. But now we're hearing his septet, which remains a repertoire work to this day. This piece calls for clarinet, horn, bassoon, violin, viola, cello, and double bass, or contrabass, or contraviolin, whatever you want to call it. It is in the key or bass violin, you could also call that. Bass, string bass, I think is also another term. There are a few terms for it. It is in the key of the E-flat major and has been catalogued as Opus 62. Oh. Let's see. Yeah, that is actually 7 instruments. Okay, I thought I might find something amiss there, but no. That is actually 7 instruments. Alright, you're passed. In the clear. Oh, today I'm feeling like oh, God, I didn't sleep much. But I got Sid Meier's Civilization Beyond Earth. Did I mention that? That's enough to make me really happy. I feel good. Alright, memory match over. Ow! Woo! Okay. Oh my gosh. What is that noise? It sounds like someone left the window open. And yet, I can't imagine why someone would have left a window that can't open. How could you even do that? There are windows I don't know about. It's like just windows being left open everywhere. I'm sorry, that's not related to anything. Except what I'm hearing. And if your ears are finely tuned enough, or rather the microphones, and you're exploding your eardrums with turning the volume up, you might be able to hear the sound of the great outdoors in a city the size of 7 million. And you can hear the road noise. And you can hear the people shouting and bustling and the person. Oh no, the person just got stabbed. It's just city life. I've never actually seen someone get stabbed though in the city. I've never seen it actually. I've never seen that. I've never seen that. I've never seen someone get shot. I've never seen anyone get stabbed. I just never have. What? That's like crazy about. What? It's not that weird, is it? Don't look at me like that. No. Okay, did we just fail twice? I might as well restart then, eh? Apparently, I need to, don't I? I seem to have forgotten. Yes, bypass level 14 for me. You know exactly what I was doing, don't you, game? I'm restarting. You know it. You know people are doing that. In some games, and I love Eagle Eye because, for one reason, it actually has a restart button right there for us. It's sanctioning basically our restarting, our resetting of fail. It's sanctioning it. As for Pet Detective, it allows another reset button. In addition to our normal ability to reset. Basically, you could make an argument that resets are not frowned upon, as far as Lumosity is concerned. And I would argue, especially because... What? Oh, man. And I would argue, especially because they should have the ability to eliminate them all. Yes? All you have to do is just have the game be in constant contact with the server, and if connection's lost, you do like an MNO and kill you, you know?
So you stopped fighting at this point. Well, I guess you died then.
Even though it's just because the server locked out. That's a thought, though. If it would never log you out, if you would just stay connected in combat forever, and say you were in cover, right? Say we're the gunslinger, and we've got that little healing thing, which is stupid to have, but let's just say we've got it. We're healing up for 1% every 3 seconds, and we're fighting against someone who's level 2 and we're level 60. So over time we take some hits. They're like die. Over time they roll like a 400 or something, and which is the highest possible, and we take 1 hit point damage. Or 2 hit point damages, or 3. The point is, we can heal way faster than we're being killed. And we are, and the healing is automatic. And it never stops. So the question is, how long could we carry on like that? Eh? Let me also add in that it's on Ord Mantell. Or on Typhon, where there's no chance that we can be destroyed by a Sith, by an Empire person. Oh, what's that you say? You don't care because this isn't Star Wars or blah blah blah. Too bad. I'm asking a question. We got here through Lumosity, didn't we? I was playing Lumosity when I brought it up. I was thinking about something related to Lumosity when I brought it up. I'm going to continue it. It's, by the way, after all, it's one of the few coherent thoughts I've been able to maintain in quite a while. Mostly coherent, that is. But of course, with Ebb and Flow, with the coming of Ebb and Flow, any coherence, it's out the window. Just out that open window I talked about, that I don't even know it's open. In fact, I haven't shut up long enough to actually be able to listen and hear whether I'm actually hearing that. And it's not just my imagination. You know, it could be my imagination even still if I listened. But I just hope that my imagination is able to produce, obviously able to produce any sound. But I'm hoping that my imagination will be slightly softer. I'm hoping it'll be quieter than a real sound. Although what is a real sound, really? You know? What if reality was merely what your brain was interpreted, you know? I'm talking some Matrix stuff here, but not necessarily in a Matrix manner. I'm not necessarily saying that you're connected to a big computer. No, I'm saying that the reality in no form might exist at all. Or rephrased, there may not be any reality, but what your brain creates. I mean, if everything you see, everything you hear, it's already an interpretation of the world. Those things don't look like that. Colors? What gives something a red or blue color? Huh? It's no deciding that they should look red or blue. That's simply your brain's interpretation of it. Green or yellow. Come on. That's an interpretation. Your eyes, they're not even really calibrated to see those lights. Yes, they can see a little bit yellow wavelengths. But on your computer screen right now, unless you've got one of those super advanced gimmicky kinds, you're probably not going to be having even a yellow producer. So if there's any yellow here, like here for instance, that's not yellow. There's no yellow wavelengths at all there. There's no yellow light. See these? See this white? It's no white thing. You're not seeing this. It's an amalgam of colors. Amalgam. Is that a correct word there? Who knows? It's a collection of colors added together. But here's something else interesting. We're dealing with additive on your computer screen. Generally, we'd be dealing with subtractive light when you look at things. I just thought that was interesting. Yeah. When it's reflective light, it's generally going to be subtractive. When you look at your screen, it's additive colors. But anyway, I digress. The point was that reality is only what you make it. You see, or it might not be what you make it, but basically, what reality can be defined to be, according to our best measurements, even though this can't be proven. Reality cannot be proven. Your existence can be proven. You do exist. Reality, we don't really know about that. It could be, it could not be. But we'll just assume you exist. Because if you don't exist, it's a little bit like Descartes said, right? I think, therefore I am. Right? You could doubt everything, but if you doubt yourself, then wait, you just doubted yourself. Well, you are doubting yourself if you doubt yourself. That's something that you are doing. If you doubt yourself, then you just admitted that there's something to do the doubting. That's one way to look at it, anyway. So, but right, back to the colors, though, because that is hard science fact. I knew it wasn't there, but I knew it wasn't there, too, and it was, so crazy. Right, so colors. But your brain, but there's nothing that's, basically what I'm saying is that your brain is interpreting things. Like, say pink, for example. Any pink. Choose a pink, alright? That pink, that's not real. Tan. It's a little bit harder to imagine tan. I didn't really study tan. Although I've heard that tan this goes the same thing for. Same thing is for all the grayscale. Same thing is for white and African American. Same thing is for pink. Those are all colors that cannot be produced or expressed as a single wavelength of white light. Basically, no matter how you split white light, you're going to get the individual wavelengths of pink or tan. Those are always going to be combinations of wavelengths. So they have no distinct color. If you separate the lights far enough, you'll see that you can't get pink. You get red and blue, or maybe a little bit of green. There'll be no pink in there. Or red and blue, you might get some. Well, I mean, if we're not talking about what colors your eyes can register, you would get some red and blue. You'd be getting some violet. You'd be getting just about every color in the spectrum, possibly. But with the pink, with red and blue, or violet and red being emphasized above of the rest. So pink, the range between red and violet there's no wavelength That's no wavelength, but it's rather it's an illusion. It's something your brain puts together to interpret the world. The color scheme makes sense as far as the brain is concerned, but don't think that makes it that is really how it would have to be. But basically, what I'm saying is that we don't know what the colors could look like to other animals. You know what the colors look like to you. I don't know what the colors look like to you. Honestly, they could look. You could be seeing, instead of a green here, you could be seeing what looks to me like what? What's the opposite of green? I used to, man, I forget. I know it's not. Oh no, it's magenta. You could be seeing magenta instead of a green there. Yes, you could be seeing magenta instead of a green. But you would know what I see as magenta as being green, because that's what we all have agreed on. On that wavelength we call green. And you're going to see because the name, there's nothing about the name and the way the color looks that have to go together. Basically, the name, if the name has any origin at all, the origin is based on how the color is associated. And what it looks like has nothing to do with what it's associated with. You see what I'm saying? You could very easily have a completely opposite spectrum. You could be seeing a negative of what everyone else sees, but if you also know those colors by the opposite names, if you know them with opposite associations, as you would, because you would have always seen them in the same associations as their negatives for everyone else, or for half the other people, or you. And the other thing is that could not it be skewed slightly? Could not you just, would it have to be opposite? That's a simple case. But what if instead of green you see blue? What if instead of blue you see a violet, magenta, right? Wait, green instead of green you see blue, instead of blue you see red, instead of red you see green. That could work, I do believe. You'd be seeing the entire color wheel as everyone else sees it, but you'd be seeing it just a little bit skewed. In fact, I don't see any reason why that couldn't always be the case, What if we all have the same favorite color, but it looks different to us all? What if we all love blue? What if this is our favorite color, alright? Basically, it doesn't matter what color this is. I could be choosing any color, except white, I guess. Any real color. I could be choosing any color. I could be choosing this pink, even. Because, as I said, it's not really... I mean, it's... Well, you wouldn't have pink as your favorite color, anyway. Just because it's not a wavelength, I mean it can't be your favorite color. So, and it would be part of a color wheel, regardless of how you're seeing it. It'd be incorporated no matter what. So basically, what if we all have our favorite color as being this? Okay, what I see here. Okay, but that's wrong, because that's absolutely not my favorite color. What is my favorite color here? This is probably my favorite color that I can see on this page currently. See this blue here? I like that blue. Basically, I like dark blues. I like blues with either a touch of green or a touch of violet in them. If it's just pure blue, I love that too. Okay, that's a good blue. I like blue. I don't know what kind of blue I like best. I say often I have a range of colors I like, basically from anywhere from turquoise to violet. And then once it gets past violet into the pink range, I start to lose interest. So that's the thought. What if we all have the same color, favorite color, and there'd be no way of knowing, I don't think, in any way, no way of measuring how it would look to us. But I'm just saying, what if we all like this color here? All right, this is our favorite color, just a pure blue. But we don't think that's our favorite color, because our inherent favorite color looks different to us. It looks like it's a different wavelength always to us. So we like this color. We all like it. But some people would call what I see here as being blue. Some people would call this, what I see, they'd call, when you look at this, they see blue also. But the way I see the blue, if people, basically someone could see what I see here and not what they see here, and they saw differently than me, say if they had their favorite color as green, then they might call what I'm seeing green. Does that make sense? If I looked at green, I would see the blue. If I looked at what they considered green, and what I considered green, but through their eyes, I would see blue. Wait, no, that doesn't really make sense, does it? Because then you could have favorites that aren't. Okay, we probably couldn't have that, because then you would have favorites that are oddly placed in the color wheel, you know? And some people are like,
well, I have two favorite colors.
and obviously we don't all have two favorite colors. Me, of course, liking the ranges from, me, of course, liking pure red, scarlet. Not very, I don't like orange very much. I don't like, I'm alright with pink. I like pink, I think, probably better than orange. Yes, I certainly like pink better than orange. So probably the range from red, but specifically red. Alright, so here's how I like it. I like blue, especially a little bit towards the green side, but after turquoise, I don't like the greens as much. I think I like pure green, but when you start skewing with the green, particularly going in the yellow direction, things start to get crazy. I don't like it. When you go, I like pure yellow a little bit. I like all the main colors, secondary, primary. I like those, but I like the ranges from blue to purple to violet, and then it gets in and it drops off gradually as we get into the pinks, but then it climbs back up once we get to magenta, and then once it climbs back to red, it's gotten to a peak again, and then it quickly drops off as we go through orange, with pure orange not being something I particularly like. I guess but that's not even a secondary color anymore, so not really. Not really a secondary color anymore. And magenta, I don't really care. Magenta, it's unlike the other secondary colors where I have a peak of interest around them. Magenta, I don't really care which side of magenta it's on. Alright, that's gonna wrap this episode up really quickly. Thanks for watching it, and goodbye. Oh my gosh, goodbye.